Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and may God bless you all. Okay, before we start, then I will share a screen first. Okay, so today we will talk about what are the effects. Can see my screen, right? Okay, what are the effects of changes in constant a, b, and c on the graph of trigonometric function y is equal to a sine x, no, a sine bx plus c, and also y equals to a cos bx plus c, and also y is equal to a tangent bx plus c. So the diagram below shows the characteristic of a periodic function, namely period and amplitude. So this is called period and this is called amplitude. Okay, here got a small box, smart tips here. Okay, here say amplitude can also be determined by the formula below. So maximum value minus minimum value divided by 2. Okay, so we will go further. Go next slide. Okay, I have cropped this diagram come down here so we can, while reading, then we can looking at the diagram. Okay, so period is the interval of one complete cycle. So what is period? Period is a complete cycle. Means that start from your x-axis. Okay, you need to go down to the x-axis. This is halfway, and then you need to go back, go down and go back to x-axis. Means you need to touch 3 times lah. Okay, but if cosine, right, cosine is like this, is a c. So the c is one cycle. Okay, but this one is sine graph. Okay, sine graph. So we need to have one cycle. Can see back. So we go back and see this one. So one cycle is like this for sine graph. And for cosine graph is a C. So this is called one cycle. And then for tangent do not have cycle. It is only have this one. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, 来，还没有讲完呢。Okay, haven't finished. The trigonometric function is a periodic function. So this one, the trigonometric function, also known as periodic function. Okay, got both names. So the graph of a trigonometric function repeats itself on a specific interval. So it will be in repeat and repeat and repeat. Okay, see how many the value for writing in the x-axis. Okay, if many, then we'll repeat many. If not many, then maybe you halfway lah. Okay. For example, the graph of sine function repeats itself on an interval of 360 degrees. So we can say that the function y is equal to sine x. Okay, it's a periodic function with a period of 360 degrees. So this one is sine x graph, which is the interval is 360 degrees. Can go back and see this graph. Okay, so we can see sine graph, one cycle is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, one cycle. 刚刚我是讲 cycle 还是 circle? Cycle 啊。Okay, just now I macam read wrongly already. It's cycle. Okay, this works. Cycle. Okay, and then continue. Amplitude is the maximum distance measured from the center line. Okay, so this is the center line. As also we know if this is x-axis. Okay, so we count the amplitude is start from our x-axis. Can or not? Okay, so if given that the trigonometric function y is equal to a sine bx plus c, y equals to a cos bx plus c, and also y is equal to a tangent bx plus c. Okay, what would happen to the shape and position of the graph of the trigonometric function if the value of constant a, b, and c change? Okay, so later we will go down. So far can understand, right? So one cycle means one cycle means one period, and then from the x-axis go up or go down, it will be called amplitude. Okay, now we go down. Okay, actually this one got a mind stimulation, no, mind mobilization 4. Okay, but I didn't crop it out. You can look at your textbook by your own. I only take out the result. Okay, So the summary of the result is what? Okay, when A changes, so the maximum point, the maximum and the minimum point will change, or the value will change. Okay, last year we learned quadratic function, right? Quadratic function also the maximum and minimum value is determined by the A. So this one 大同小异啦, nothing changes. A always is to determine the maximum and minimum for graph. Okay, and then next one, B. B is the graph will be compressed or expanded. So when will be compressed, when will be expand, later we will go deeply. Okay, so this is for graph. Okay, how to say compress or expand means that this one, okay, if compress means that it will be right, draw like this, jadi kecil. Okay, if expanded, okay, expanded like this. Okay, 所以变大或者变小啦。Okay, next C, the last one. Okay, from we learn in form 3 our straight line y is equal to mx plus c. That's C. Okay, and also form 4 quadratic function, we also have ax squared plus bx plus c, right? Okay, that's C. And also this time, okay, y is equal to a tangent bx plus c, or y is equal to a sine bx plus c. Okay, that C always is the y coordinate. Okay, but this time not intercept. It determined to move up or move down. Okay, 它不再是 intercept 了，只不过它是给我们 determine 它是要上还是下。Okay, something like got connected with our y also lah, because you go up then y is positive, right? Then go down y is negative. So this one is move up or down. Okay, vertically. Can or not? Okay, so the value of A affect the amplitude of the function. The value of B affect the period of the function. Okay, different things, different happen. Okay, I use red color. So the first one, A affect the amplitude of the function. B affect the period of the function. C affect the position of the graph. Can? So far it's like this. You highlight yourself. OK， 等我一下，我要去看一下有谁先。Okay, so you highlight already, then we go to the yellow boxes there. In general, so we can say that, okay, distribute to 3 parts. One is y is equal to sine, okay, and then another one is cosine, and then the third one is tangent. You can see A always is greater than 0, B also is always greater than 0. So means that, okay, A and B cannot less than 0, cannot be negative value. Understand or not? Okay, 不可以有 negative 的号码出现啊。Okay, so now we go to the value of A changes. Value of A changes, you see got separate into 2 parts. Okay, the first part is for sine and cosine only, where the maximum and minimum value changes. Okay, so the maximum and minimum value changes, so the amplitude of A also will be determined. Okay, will be this, how to say, effect. Okay, amplitude is what just now we say, amplitude is go up or go down, right? Okay, so when A is positive 1, okay, so means that the amplitude will go up 1, okay, and then here also will go up 1. Okay, 明白吗? And then next, for tangent, okay, graph curvature changes. Okay, graph curvature changes means that the graph will be changed and no amplitude will occur. Okay, no amplitude. This is only for tangent. And then the next one, the value of b. The value of b, say what? The period of the function changes. The period of the function changes. So when the value of b increase, so we write here, when the value of b increase, value b increase. Okay, next, the graph appear to compress. So the graph will be compressed. For example, we have this graph. Okay, compress means, okay, mengecil, 缩小. Okay, compress. Here also compress. Okay, so means that when your graph original is the big one, right? Okay, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. After you compress, become like this already. Okay, so this is means compress. Okay, so your graph, your period of the function will be decreased. Okay, so period decrease. So you can write like this lah, easy for you to see. Okay, so I write this. Okay, next we can find our period. How to find? We have formula one. Okay, the period of sine and cosine, okay, is equal to 360 degree divided by b. Okay, this is for sine cosine, 360 degree over b. Okay, and then another one is this one, the period of tangent function, which is 180 degree divided by b. Okay, and then the next one is the value of c changes. So the position of the graph changes. If c greater than 0, then c will move vertically up the x-axis. Means when your c is positive, the number, okay, so means that you need to calculate start from your x-axis. Remember, start from your x-axis. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis, and this is 0. So how to calculate if our c value is positive? Means that you need to start from your x-axis, go up, okay, if positive value, positive c. Okay, if negative c, then it will be go down from your x-axis. From not because of, okay, maybe some of the graph like this. Okay, let's go up first. 我们看回刚我们上个星期学的那个 graph. Okay, for example, you can see this cosine graph, right? I drop all the point first. You can see this cosine graph. You see the first point is touching 1 already. If let's say our c now change to maybe y is equal to cos x plus 1. So we punya c now is equal to plus 1, right? So now it's already plus 1. So how are we going to do our answer for this one? Okay, no worry. So you just start from your 0, go to your 1. Okay, always do that. Okay, ma? So if negative, go down negative 1. Start from your x-axis, not start from your 1. 不是从你的1上去1 not become 2 it's always 1. Okay, start from your 0 or your x-axis. So, 明白？如果明白，我们就下去。Okay, if understand already, then we go down. Okay, so this one, I think you can hold on because this is recording, right? So you can hold on and then you copy down the notes. Okay, so now we go to slide 75. Okay, so we can see here, this is also from your textbook, but is in the summary there. Okay, so graph of sine x, cos x, and tangent x, where x is in between 0 until 360 degree. So we can see the graph shape of the graph. Okay, so sine x will be a S shape, start from your 0, touch 180, and then start from your 0, your maximum point will be 90 degree, and then touch your 180 degree, minimum point will be 270 degree, and then the one cycle will be end in 360 degree. Okay, ma? Okay, understand? So we can say that maximum value, okay? Maximum value for this one, just now I say degree, right? Actually, the value is look at your y axis, that one. So your maximum value is here, 1. And then minimum value will be -1. Can see? And then x-intercept that touch your x-axis is 0, 180, and 360. And then y-intercept is 0. Only this part is touching the y-axis. So it is 0. Okay, so we continue to y cosine x. Y cosine x is, okay, starting point from 0, 90, 180, and 270. So one cycle is 360 lah. Okay, same things, the maximum value here is 1, minimum value is -1, and then your x-axis, which is, x-intercept, which is your point touch your x-axis, is 90 degree, and also 270 degree. Okay, how about your y-intercept? Y-intercept is touching 1. No more 0, 1. Okay, now we go to this y is equal to tangent x. Okay, so we know for tangent x do not have the maximum or minimum value. Okay, how to determine the maximum minimum value? It must be a curve. Must be a curve. Okay, this one do not have curve. So positive and infinite. And then minimum value will be negative infinite. Means infinity, like cannot count. And then x-intercept is what? X-intercept touching our 0, touching our 180 and 360 degree. So write down. And then x-intercept done, then we go to y-intercept, which is 0. 0 here. Okay, so 如果你要做 note 的话，你也是可以画这个出来。If you want to do your note by your own, you can draw out this one, okay, for you to memorize.